Alexander Hamilton. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Lucy Fink, and I got my husband Michael with me today.
That's me.
We are in an open air room, so I apologize in advance if you hear birds or any outdoor noises. We recently were watching YouTube together and we came across a video of Chris Jackson, who's the actor who played George Washington in the original cast of Hamilton, and he was doing a Hamilton lyrics quiz. Michael and I had so much fun watching the video together, so we decided to make our own version of that video. This is for all those Hamilton lovers out there, everyone who just can't get enough of the music and the lyrics and wants to play along with us to see how well you know the show. I do want to point out before we get started that I have heard a lot of chatter on the internet recently about how Hamilton as a musical can sort of be compared to a lot of the statues of our founding fathers that are being torn down today. And Michael and I totally see that argument and agree with it in many ways, so we're going to share more thoughts on that at the end of this video. In the meantime, we hope that this video can just be viewed as our love for the music and lyrics and the incredible genius that went into the writing of this show. So here's how we're going to play. Michael and I have split up the songs from the show, and I have come up with 10 sentences to feed him to see if he can complete the lyric, and he's done the same thing for me with 10 other songs. And if you'd like to play along, all you have to do is pause the video right after one of us feeds the first line and see if you can complete the lyric yourself before you hear the answer.
Hopefully you can beat me. Please don't look over my shoulder.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna read it out to you, right?
And can you do it with the intonation and sort of like the vocal tones that they use in the show?
Well, that's what I was getting after.
Yeah.
I was just gonna read it out without that, because in the video that we watched, it was without that.
Oh, okay.
Left him with nothing but ruined pride, something new inside, voice saying, Alex, you gotta fend for yourself. He started retreating and reading every treatise on the shelf. Go.
There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute.
There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute.
He would have been dead or destitute without a cent or restitution. Started working, clerking for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rum and all the things he can't afford.
Killed it. Yeah, I mean, there's like one small word that was wrong, but it's right.
What was it? Without a cent or restitution.
Without a cent of restitution.
Oh, without a cent of restitution.
That's one for Lucy.
I didn't know what the word restitution means.
He would have been destitute without a cent or restitution.
Tell me he's not saying without a cent or restitution.
He would have been destitute without a cent or restitution.
Of. He said it. No, it's of.
Okay, anyway, next one.
Or.
Showtime, yo.
Can you give me the song? Is this my shot?
Aaron Burr,
Yeah,
sir.
Aaron Burr. Okay, feed it again.
Showtime, yo.
I'm John Lawrence, in the place to be. 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3.
Got it.
I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3.
This is from my shot. I know the action in the street is exciting, but Jesus, between all the bleeding and fighting, I've been reading and writing.
We need to handle our financial situation.
Here.
To handle our financial situation.
Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation?
Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation?
I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every expectation, every action's an act of creation.
I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every expectation, every action's an act of creation.
I'm laughing in the face of casualties and sorrow. For the first time, I'm thinking past tomorrow. And
I'm laughing in the face of casualties of sorrow. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow. And I am not holding my shot.
this is from Right Hand Man. Can I be real a second? For just a millisecond. Let down my guard and tell the people how I feel a second.
Oh, this is one that you definitely know. Tell the people how I feel a second. Now I'm the model of a modern major general, a venerated Virginian veteran whose men are all lining up to put me up on a pedestal.
Oh my God!
It just came out of me, you know?
Oh my God, and tell the people how I feel a second. I'm the model of a modern major general, a venerated Virginian veteran whose men are all lining up to put me up on a pedestal.
Great job.
I definitely have you to thank for that one. You drilled that into my head. Schuyler Sisters. So you've discussed me. I'm a trust fund baby, you can trust me.
I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Some men say that I'm intense or I'm insane. You want a revolution? I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'ma compel him to include women in the sequel work.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'ma compel him to include women in the sequel work.
All right, your next song is from Helpless. Okay?
Okay. I don't know why I'm so scared.
Eliza, I don't have $1 to my name, an acre of land, a troop to command, a dollop of fame.
Can I have it again?
Eliza, I don't have $1 to my name, an acre of land, a troop to command, a dollop of fame.
I know how it starts. I just have to think about it. I know it starts with all I have.
All I have.
Let me go through it. All I have is something, an acre of land.
No, an acre of land was in my sentence.
Oh, damn it. All I have is my credit.
All I have's.
All I have is my credit.
No.
All I have is a tolerance for pain. All I have is my something. Top-notch brain is in there.
Okay.
All I have is an acre of land.
No, an acre of land. My sentence. You missed this one.
Okay.
I don't have $1 to my name, an acre of land, a troop to command, a dollop of fame. All I have's my honor, a tolerance for pain,
A couple of college credits and my top-notch brain.
Apparently my brain is not so top-notch. So that's one down for the mic man. All right, satisfied.
Okay.
If it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it. I'll leave you to it.
But which time? Because that line comes in twice.
Second time.
Okay, if it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it. I'll leave you to it. Number 3. Are we on number 3?
Yeah, that's good.
Number 3. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind.
I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind.
If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine. She'd be lying.
Tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She'd say I'm fine, she'd be lying.
All right, wait for it.
Okay.
Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes and he takes.
He keeps winning anyway. He keeps winning anyway. Give me hard ones, or I'm just not very good at this. Keeps winning anyway. Something about raises the stakes comes on after.
What does he change?
I know it. Oh, okay. Oh, that's. He keeps winning anyway, changes the game, plays, and he raises the stakes.
Good
Yeah.
job. Yeah, but you're missing letters and
He
words.
keeps winning anyway.
He changes the game, he plays, and he raises the stakes.
Exhibits no restraint. Takes and he takes and he takes and he keeps winning anyway. Changes the game, plays and he raises.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
come
wait,
on.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
I pulled these lyrics from lyrics.com.
Okay, so I definitely get
You got it right.
Yeah. I think Lucy should lose a point for that one, to be honest.
I'm sorry.
At
It's-
least lyrics.com should lose a point. You know, for what it's worth, I think that's the best song in the show. Comment below. Let us know what you think the best song in the show is. Is that how this thing works?
Yes.
That would be enough, is the song.
Okay.
We don't need a legacy. We don't need money. If I could grant you peace of mind.
If you could let me inside your heart, oh, let me be a part of the narrative.
Let me inside your heart. Oh, let me be a part of the narrative.
In the story they will write someday, let this moment be the first chapter.
In the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first chapter.
Or you decide to stay, and that would be enough.
Or you decide to stay.
Next song is from Guns and Ships.
Guns and ships.
And
so the balance shifts.
Okay, ready? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon.
Oh.
An immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step in.
He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman. Lafayette!
He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman.
18.
Go to France for more fun. I come back with more guns and ships.
Thank you for not giving me Lafayette's part. Next one. What did I miss? Virginia, my home sweet home, I want to give you a kiss. I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies. I guess I basically missed the late 80s. I traveled the wide, wide world and came back to this.
What did I miss? Oh, okay, so can I just say something? You're giving me like the end of a sentence into the next part, which is so hard, but I'm gonna get it right.
I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies.
I guess I basically missed the late 80s. I traveled the wide, wide world and came back to this. What did I miss? Oh, there's a letter from the president. I haven't even put my bags down yet.
No, stop. Start again.
Sally BLM.
You're like in the right ballpark.
There's
Just
a letter
yes.
from the president.
No.
Oh.
You got
What
this.
did I miss? Oh, there's a letter,
It starts with there's a letter.
but it's not from the president.
No.
There's a letter from the delegates. There's a letter from the cabinet.
No, it's from the president.
It's
But you're missing some words in between them.
okay. So there's a letter from the president. I was gonna get it right. I have to.
Where is the letter?
There's a letter on the doorstep. There's a letter. There's a letter at the front door from the president.
What is the letter on?
The desk. There's a letter on the desk from the president. I haven't even put my bags down yet. Sally BLM, darling, won't you open it? It says the president's assembling a cabinet, and then I got to be the Secretary of State. Great. No.
No, you didn't get that one.
No. Okay. Next song, Non-Stop. Goes and proposes his own form of government. What? His own plan for a new form of government. What?
Talks for 6 hours. The convention is listless. Bright young man, yo, who the F is this?
Proposes his own form of government. His own plan for a new form of government. Talks for 6 hours. The convention is listless. Right, young man. Yo, who the F is this?
The song is Take a Break. Your favorite older sister, Angelica, reminds you there's someone in your corner all the way across the sea.
In a letter I received from you 2 weeks ago, I noticed a comma in the middle of a phrase.
A letter I received from you 2 weeks ago, I noticed a comma in the middle of a phrase.
It changed the meaning. Did you intend this? One stroke and you've consumed my waking days.
It changed the meaning. Did you intend this? One stroke and you consume my waking days.
Next, room where it happens. When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game.
Oh, that's a short one.
Yeah.
Say it again.
When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game.
But you don't get a win unless you play in the game. Oh, you get love for it, you get hate for it, you get nothing if you wait for it, wait for it, wait.
You get a win unless you play in the game. Oh, you get love for it. You get hate for it. You get nothing if you wait for it, wait for it, wait.
All right, Cabinet Battle 2.
Oh gosh, I'm bad at the cabinet battles.
Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response.
You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think
You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think
you're gonna take the nation to the middle of a brink. You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the nation, if you think the sun's gonna take you to the brink,
Who's gonna bring
president's-
Yes.
the president's gonna bring the nation to the brink.
Yes.
the president's going to bring the nation to the brink of battling in the middle of a military massive game of chess where France is queen and kingless. Would you like to take it out and ask it? Should we honor our treaty King Louis said?
Do whatever you want, I'm super dead.
Next, Washington on your side. Oh, let's show these Federalists what they're up against. Let's show these Federalists what they're up against. Oh.
Southern mother Democratic Republicans.
Oh.
One last time. If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone, like the scripture says.
Everyone should sit under their own vine and fig tree.
Everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree.
And no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we've made.
And no one shall make them afraid. We'll be safe in the nation we've made.
I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade, at home in this nation we've made.
I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade, at home in this nation we've made.
Okay, so number 9 for you is from Hurricane. And I was thinking maybe we could do a little call and response here.
Let's do it.
I wrote my way out of hell. I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell.
Oh God, this is tough. You gotta give it to me. I'll try to do others in the call.
Okay, I'll just keep going.
Okay.
I wrote my way out of hell. I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. You don't know it.
No, I know at some point, and when, but that
Mm-mm.
comes later, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
And in the face.
And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. Something.
All right, this is a wrong. You got this one wrong.
All right, I got this one wrong.
And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. And when my prayers to God were met with indifference, I picked up a pen, I wrote my own deliverance.
2 wrong. Now we're tied.
Okay. All right, I think this is the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one, so this is it.
This one has a short call and response at the beginning. I'm erasing myself from the narrative.
I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future, is this Burn?
Yes, sorry, it's
Oh.
Burn.
Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted.
Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted.
When you broke her heart, you have torn it all apart. I'm watching it burn, watching it burn. When you broke her heart, you have torn it all apart. I'm watching it burn.
The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed.
The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed.
They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up.
Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? If not to take deadly aim.
They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? If not to take deadly aim.
I still have more.
It's him or me. The world will never be the same.
It's him or me. The world will never be the same.
I had only one thought before the slaughter.
This man will not make an orphan of my daughter.
I had only one thought before the slaughter. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter.
Woo!
Let's go.
All right, do you have a tiebreaker?
There's a lot of songs in here. I think you should pick a random number.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to that song,
Okay.
and then we'll figure something out.
Okay.
Let's just start by picking a song.
7.
Okay. This is not rehearsed. You'll be back.
Okay.
So I guess what we should maybe do is go back and forth on lines.
Until we get
Until someone
someone
messes
gets
up.
stumped. Okay. Great. I'll start.
So
You
okay.
say
The price of my war.
no. You got it wrong.
No.
It's love.
No.
Yes. The price of my love is not a price that you're willing
Guys,
to pay.
I was so focused.
You say the price of my love is
Oh.
not the price that you're willing to pay.
I think we can all agree that I won this tiebreaker.
You cry.
I do cry.
Your tea which you heard is sweet when you see me goodbye.
Okay.
When all said and done, we tied. I won the tiebreaker, although it does appear that there are small words here and there that we both seem to miss or that the lyric website seems to miss. So as I mentioned at the start of this video, there has been some chatter going on the internet about how Hamilton as a musical can sort of be equated to some of those statues that are being pulled down these days because of the way that they memorialize these people without really talking too much about their flaws. And Michael and I didn't actually think of this ourselves. Unfortunately, when we first saw the show, we just loved it. But after we've taken some time to reflect on what's going on the internet, we totally see how this is the case. And we actually think that the show is almost maybe even a little worse than a monument because it's something that we're so in love with and it's something that we treasure and know so well, whereas a monument is something you just walk past. So we are taking time to do our own research about who these people actually really were and all of the negative things that they did in addition to some of the positive things that they did for the country and the government. And we're just doing a lot of that research and having those conversations on our own. And I didn't want to make this video without pointing that out in case someone out there is totally against Hamilton for that reason. And I can totally understand that. But I hope that this video can just be seen as a testament to the music and the lyrics, which I think are fabulous and so clever and so well written. And the music will always hold a special place in my heart.
Mine too.
So let us know who you thought won, because I think it's me, but we're not sure. So comment below and let us know.
Probably her.
And let us know if you played along with us, how many out of 20 you got for yourself. Thanks for coming back to my YouTube channel, and we will see you next time right here on the internet, youtube.com/LucyBFame.